slowed down because I just really was so much on a tear on fucking TikTok. I think I did like an hour or something. It was so much fun though. It really was. Oh, but then I just started filling up everything. Oh, the storage is full. You know, I fucking, you know, everything. I wear everything. I can't find anything that gives me enough. I buy the biggest of everything, you know, and storage space. I'm always fucking using it all up with everything all the time, forever. Really quite annoying. But if I could manage to articulate finish what I didn't burn off, what I just almost finished burning off with words, that would be most useful to me. Helpful. Because like I said, there was, in the chronology of my video making career, a time when I went from my piecing videos, A+1+1 videos, to getting in front and talking. And once I started doing that, I was so, the therapeutic valve, it just instinctively, I fucking wired it, plugged in, electrically, like fucking downloaded. It's been a godsend. And then I find after like 12 or 15 of the videos are fucking my fucking witness world. My witness world, weird supernatural thing number million with me. It's cool how they're talking now while I'm live with you. You saw me. I didn't fucking. I'm not gonna make a trick thing to fucking, just make it go off on like that. I'm so used to that kind of surreal, supernatural occurrences and activities around me. Like I'm like a magnet for them. I've always been to. I'm so. Where I'm so calloused to it, like, some shit's pretty bizarre, and I'm even checking myself, like, you should be a little more upset, or like, that's a big thing that just happened. Well, whatever, I want to get my sandwich. I'm exhausted. Yeah, it is a bit of a challenge, and that's good. Challenge is always good. It means whatever you're done with it, it's an automatic higher place, something like that. In my fantastic mind, I can do all things, and I can. But I can't when I'm not ready for the things. If I'm not, so you have to be prepared. And for me, again, momentum is, and I think not just for me, I think for evolvers, or something like movement. It's like the feeling like, that's what I was going to say there. Have to move and do stuff, like I have to breathe. Now, there are those people who can understand that in the same way, and then there are those who cannot. And to those who cannot, there is no amount of words in the world that will make them understand it. So don't waste time trying to. Very fortunate, this time of Because like if I lived at any other time period, my age, you know, and being single and stuff, and just alone in every possible sense of the word alone could mean, and have always been like that, except for, you know, my kids and all that. It's just included in me. I don't know why I have to qualify with it. It's not included in it. Let's just go to that saying. But anyway, that there's an outlet at this time, which I've now christened and I'm referring to now, because I get my own little nicknames and tag names for shit. It's something that come up, something just sticks, and I know at the time and space age. You know, it's what we were fucking in, because there is a. See, I love these kind of facts, because you can say before the fact, you go, he has fucking really lost it. That statement he just said, that is fucking. Whoo! That's too no. He's a fact. What was the facts that are so fucking solid? They are like fucking your next breath, you know, or falling down, or gravity, or breathing, or sky appears blue, you know. And that fact is backed by the U.S. military, government, and all other smart nations in the world behind us. It's already established. They're already asking for people to come on. The start of the American, or whatever the fuck it was called, the United States Space Force. That's what it's called. I saw fucking 2 commercials for it. I knew about it before this. I was like in the rumors. And then I knew it was coming, you know, but now I was eating something like one Sunday morning, and I was like, oh shit. And then I was like, the commercial started turning a little different from a regular be all you can be type of thing. It's that fucking much like that. If you've seen it, and it fucking, like that just fucking puts a stamp on it for me there. And they're asking, I'm like, am I probably too old? You know, I can see myself fucking being there's an intergalactic juggernaut fucking kicking ass on fucking Mars or wherever I fucking go. I like the Earth, you know, but we're in for some wild, great times. So, I'm just expressing a little gratitude again, and thanks to YouTube, to the internets, you know, to the things that make these things available to everyone. And the thing I really like about it is the hassle-freeness of you can do as much as you want, as long as you know you're within the guidelines or whatever. Because they need content for the world, new age, the new era, the 2000 people, a year for the people from born 2000, you know, not no 19th centuries. Like this, they were going to need entertainment and info and all that. And 90, I don't want to say 90, I don't want to even say a number on it, but a huge percentage to soon be all of the old entertainment that we used to know, and this is anyone who's has lived on the other side of the century, 1990s, 80s, 70s, 60s, 1920s, any 19 persons. But the problem is always has been. I have no idea how to fucking get along with people. And it's not my fault. Alright, here's it. This is my first interaction with kids that I remember, my very first vivid, you'll know why. I was 4. Very first interaction, I can remember kids, and that's easy, I can say I remember because it was more if I said, really, fuck. When I was 4, it was when I lost my eye. And on Christmas Day, 1975. And I don't know, I'm trying to be date fucking specific, technically with that. After the fucking, and that's a fucking story too, you know, I do burp this out every now and then, but there's that little gem. It was Christmas Day, and I got up early before everyone else. Okay, I'm going to say it that way because I don't want to get enervated. And the really Cliff Notes version of it is that I was not watched, and I ended up wanting to go cut a piece of tape for a present while I waited for the adults to get up with the 4-year-old. And I went and crawled up on the counter kitchen in where the fucking block of knives are, and I grabbed just anyone, you know, I'm 4, you know, I'm not even watched or anything on Christmas morning, and I grabbed, by luck out of the drawer, I guess I grabbed the big Michael Myers butcher knife, and then I went to cut when I cut the tape, pulling up into my fucking face, it went into my eye and cut it, sliced it. And then my next, that's the whole thing too. But so I don't want to talk about that too much. Trying to skirt through this. I'm trying to get a Cliff Notes version of this that I can bring out there and not let it bother me too much. But it's good to free to shine the light on it every now and then, you know, fucking know who's in charge. They had to sew my eyelids shut after they took out my left eye. And that was, I guess, I don't, you know, yes, there's a good reason. I found out later on there's some disease that can go and take the other eye or something when something's injured. I don't know, something like that. I heard on a TV thing or something like that. But I don't know, I thought it was fucking cool. I could remember it. I can remember being 4 after the operation, standing up in the crib, and I couldn't see because my eyelids were fucking stitched shut, both of them, after the operation, where they just had taken out my left eye, you know, out of my 4-year-old head. So for 2 months, I would have to stitch it. My both eyelids both stitched shut, existing. I wonder how this life. Again, I mean, almost skip over and. So I remember the first day I got out of the hospital. You know, clean air. You know, there was same hospital I was born in. Breathing. It was a nice day out, I remember. And I guess I had seen kids before. Yeah, I'm sure. I did, you know, obviously, but my life changed radically after that Christmas morning. So there's a couple of kids playing on this old, like a little playground gym they had back in the 70s. You know, some shitty swings or just fucking 2 feet, 2 horse fucking facing sort of thing. And, you know, one of those things. But it was like heaven, you know, to me afterward. I'm just getting out of, you know, because I remember the trauma still. The thing I remember, I don't remember ever really screaming over anything in my life, you know, pain-wise or anything. And I've been through some gnarly fucking shit. As much as I did then. Anything close to it when they took the stitches out. So, and then they did whatever they said. They took me. We left, and I asked whoever came to pick me up because I know it wasn't either one of my parents. It's definitely not either one of my parents or with me. It's someone else watching. So I asked, yeah, and I have a big white patch on my eye, taped over, you know, big thing they put on back then. They just, I was looking at, you know, welfare kid report, fucking, you know, whatever the state gives, you know, like fucking just, you don't care. So I have the fucking eye patch. I run up to the kids, and I'm up until that moment, and that's where everything changed right here. Because I still remember it. I'm talking about it now, and I've done it before. This interaction. So I get up to the kids, right? And it was like on this hill. It was like epic. It was sun, nice, everything. I get up to the kids, like, hey guys, you know, can I play with you? And they're like, you know, a couple older, you're young, you can sense the age. But and they said like just. I remember so quickly, like, what even back then I was afraid they weren't going to say or anything, you know, single me out about my eye or the patch or anything. And they're like, no, we don't want to play with, we don't play with pirates. We don't play with pirates. They laughed and stuff and made fun of me a little bit and then fucking ran away. And I remember standing on the things looking at them. And I just, like, that's fucked up. Like, and I remember the same way I almost feeling like that's fucked up. It's like when I cut my eye, I remember that second. Still, I remember all of it. And I remember before the knife hit the floor, in my little head, and things were blurry. I knew I fucked up. I knew I was fucked up. I knew this was fucking bad, man. Fucking to my core. And I remember dropping the knife. I didn't cry. Anyways, I sat down and dealt with it. So that was my first interaction with kids at 4. And that's the age where they say everything's most crucial. Now, we're going to leave it here, my friends, and I got to come back out of this area before I hang up because I can't stop in this place. To be continued, but believe it or not, that incident for 1975 is just the beginning of the tip of things that were to come monumentally worse than that. My life should be a movie because not only would it make paint peel from cars if I said everything, but there's enough lessons to be learned. And this is getting heavy. I'm trying to stay light because I'm fighting. If you're a lifelong depression fighter, you should get very familiar with it. I have, and that's why I've learned to regularly. I win, like 9 out of 10 times. But it gets, but always you have to fucking. I have to mitigate, especially in this alone life that I'm living. Like, you know, and it's, you know, probably only going to be not, you know, not if, when the world recognizes me and I'm a multi-millionaire. then like girls won't be they'll want to talk to me then, I'm sure. Point is that knowing my age bracket, what I look like, and without it's nice to feel, this is a way to pull out. It's nice to feel beyond words, not having to wear the eye patch 24/7. Feel literally like back plugged into the world, the human race, and really, I'm thankful for it. I made it through. And now it's too heavy. See, I don't smoke the fucking cigarette, and it doesn't accomplish what it was supposed to. I just fucking dick around. I wanted the cigarette to fucking transition me, calming down from over there before, and then somehow I got on that. Alright, what do I make this like a journal entry? Fucking, let's wrap it up, Jason. Fucking, the things I gotta do, things I gotta do tomorrow. Fucking things to do tomorrow. Fucking, I gotta call AAA and have them send someone out. And now I deal with my fucking truck, the battery. Thank God it's just a battery. I know it's just a battery. So I left the fucking breakaway thing on the other day, and I was having tomorrow. And I gotta make a fucking dentist appointment. And I gotta make fucking, holy shit, it's a lot of things, And these are the things that are the hardest for me, are the phone calls. Because my terrible communication skills fucking destroys almost every thing, whether it's ordering a fucking sub or trying to meet a girl. And then probably my weirdness, coupled with my visual weirdness, scares the hell out of them. Like, everyone seems to be scared of me these fucking days, everywhere I go. Every stores, fucking... But you know what? Actually, I've been wearing the patch, but actually, it hasn't been, it's been a little while. I haven't now. Point is too, like with women, I have to assume that they're afraid of me and treat it that way. Because that way I'm safe, because I don't want some stupid thing, like the girl's the dumbest, it's safest in the world when she's next to me. And I'm not going to touch her, so. But I can see, I can understand the image I give off, the look, the things I say, the things I do, the way I act, the manner in which I act, the velocity, the volume, the extreme, all that, I can see. And that sucks, but I can't, I'm doing my thing, it's like it's getting things out of me. And it will change as things evolve, but I really like and need doing both the talking and the dancing. So much my dancing, so much, you see, my feet are hurting, but I'm getting in really fucking great shape. Alright, I'm going at getting into all over the fucking place, all over the fucking place. All over the fucking place. That means it's time to hang up. mean well. But, you know, when that, and you go to mean well someone, whether, you know, you're trying to help them and they think you're trying to hurt, you know, like, it teaches me after a while too, like, don't bother because it's circling back to where I said before, none of which makes any fucking sense to me. This is perfectly the way I said it when I started, and I'm going to end it where I ended with it. My problem is, I have no fucking idea, no fucking clue on how to get along with the fucking humans. I want to. I've always wanted to. I believe that's where this started. My little nice thing out of the hospital, my first interaction with kids making fun of me and running away. That wasn't the first time when I was a little tiny, defenseless, alone, neglected kid. I was knocked out with a fucking aluminum baseball bat, unconscious, cold, full hit to my head. I wasn't even in kindergarten yet. That was another accident on the fucking playground. Kids playing baseball. I was catching, it was too close. No one, geez, all these little kids catching with no equipment on, he's too close. The kid's got a fucking a metal bat, skull crusher, fucking aluminum bat. He's swinging full. He could take off his fucking head. That's one thing I'm surprised it didn't kill me. That. You know, I mean, it knocked me out fucking cold, and I woke up across the yard with a fucking egg like this on my head. I was like 4 or 5 or 6, something then. And woke up and my mother was holding me and putting ice. That fucking bump was like that. I remember that too. And it's strange, you know. I mean, obviously I have, you know, I like, you know, I'm getting to one of the rare points. Haven't been like this in a while. The lines getting blurry, where I start losing the ability to filter enough, whereas any amount of filtering, the way stuff starts coming, you get, you know, too, because then too, when I'm done, I'm by myself, you know, in the fortress of solitude here, a huge after this huge fucking thing. So I have to be really careful on the state of my mind daily. I have to fucking monitor it and keep, you know, and keep it fucking solid and bulletproof. I gotta meet people, you know. I gotta have someone to talk to. And that's why, you know, I think just as a human, you instinctually go to the opposite sex. You know, if you're straight. You know, as like that's your ideal person for a companion, or you know, or a dog. Definitely a dog. It's better, but you know, you think of that, and ultimately, I'm like always like I could be so burned out, mad at that idea of relationships and everything I've been through and fucked over and everything. And loop around another like 30 seconds or a minute, and boom, I'm ready to give love another try. Like, I'm ready to go back on what I said 30 seconds ago in a dime like that. I go where my heart says to go with anything in life, best I can. Thank you. My name is Jason. It's 1:51 a.m. July 31st. Sometimes, some days, some minutes, some hours, others. You have to be strong. Not sometimes. Always have to be strong. And other times where you have to have something a little more than strength. Something like called, always stronger mode. Strength is always stronger mode. Strength is always stronger mode over any opposition, physical, mental, spiritual.